Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jacob Bend will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jacob Bend will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jacob Bend will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello, beautiful starseeds. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jacob Bend, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. Today, we're going to talk about the magic of Venus and the astrology that she is going through this week. There's two major things. The main one is that she's actually entering what we call her wholeness phase on Saturday. And then tomorrow, there's actually a really beautiful trine from Venus to Jupiter, and we'll talk about that as well. So welcome in, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. Welcome Melanie and Sage and everyone who's here in the chats. Before we dive into, I'm going to go through all the signs too. After we talk about the collective astrology of Venus, I'll go through all the signs and tell you where it's happening in your chart based off of Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. And I'm going to pull, hey Valerie, a card from maybe one or two cards, oracle cards from the Rebecca Campbell Starseed Oracle. I've been feeling this powerful energy, and with the wholeness phase that Venus is moving into, it is definitely like light codes, celestial energy, angels, guides. All that is really like coming into like a really intense and powerful energy. So before we get into that, I want to talk more about it, but I want to invite you to check out my special holiday reading that's going on through December 31st. There have been so much fun. I've been doing these readings. People have been signing up. Spots are filling up. So if you're thinking about getting one, don't wait to sign up. It's an hour-long session and it's live on Zoom, so we get to talk to each other. I'm going to ask you, what you need, what you want at this time. We're going to co-create the session together so we can look at astrology, and within that umbrella, your progress chart, your transits. I'm just going to let my intuition flow and see where it guides me into what you need to see. We can use the tarot and the oracle, and I've just been they've been feeling very much like a really beautiful sort of next level kind of coaching sessions in a way. And I don't know, they're developing into this really cool thing. But the gene keys is something else that we can talk about. And really, like, the sky is the limit. When we get our hour together, we'll make the best of it. But I can't wait to co-create that with you if you're interested. The link is below to sign up for one of those readings. And also make sure that you get on my email list by downloading my free moon astrology guide. It will tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. And then every week, week, I send out a weekly moon magic report to tell you what the horoscope, the astrology, and the phase of the moon for the whole week ahead, so you can plan ahead energetically. The last moon magic report went out this morning. I'm sure you guys saw that. And yeah, there's so many other things coming up too. I have an Etsy sale for all of my sacred jewelry, intentional jewelry coming up starting November through the end of December. I'm going to be announcing that in the next few days. I also have the next Moon Goddess training starts in January, and the early bird discount is through the month of November. So if you want to sign up for the Moon Goddess training, I recommend signing up in November with that early bird discount. And I'll be talking more about that in the next few days. And there's more exciting things coming up beyond that I will bring each week to you. So that's why I want you guys to be on the email list, so that you can be in the loop of all this information coming out. Hello, Sanders. Hello, Maybell. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. So let's dive into the astrology of Venus. I'm going to switch over to the chart. And while I get this ready, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. And then also make sure that you if you're here live, it's easy. Just X out of the chat and give it a thumbs up, and then hit the notification bell and subscribe. I don't know if I said all that already. Doing two things at once. But yeah, I would love to have you join this community. And I think you'll be able to see the chart any moment now. So I'm going to actually forward to where we see the exact trine. Oh, it's actually going to be a sextile. We are the 7 generations. Let's go forward a little bit more, up to 30 minutes. All right, there it is. So it's a sextile, not a trine. Excuse me. So we'll look at that first. Here we go. And let me know if you guys can see the chart on the screen. You should be able to, but there we go. And who else is in here? Okay. Let's talk about this beautiful sextile to Venus. It kind of is similar energy to a trine. So we can kind of include those two energies together, because a sextile and a trine are the two positive astrological aspects. When something is sextiling something, it kind of brings out the powerful high vibrational frequency of those two things. And when they're trining, it's even stronger. So the sextile is maybe like a less potent version of a trine, but they can both bring out really beautiful things for all of us. And when you're talking about the planets of Venus as well as Jupiter, and I think I said trine in the moon magic report, so whatever. There's so much going on. When you're talking about the planets of Venus and Jupiter, you're talking about the two benefics. Venus is the planet of love and beauty. Hey, Valerie. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and good luck and optimism and the things that make you feel really good. It's like Santa Claus comes in and you're like, yeah, I can create and manifest anything that I want in my life. I feel good about this. I feel optimistic about life. That's the energy of this transit, this one and the trine, the sextile and the trine. And because Venus is about to enter that wholeness phase, which I'll talk about next, Jupiter is expanding her power, expanding her energy here. And this is a moment where we can truly set, intentions or think about, contemplate the things that we want, that we truly want, that will make us feel good, because Venus and Jupiter are the two planets that are here to make us feel good. Venus is currently in Sagittarius. Hello Veronica, she's wanting us to explore, to expand our horizons, to reach further than we've ever reached before as she gets brighter and brighter in the evening sky as the evening star. And Jupiter in Aquarius is asking us to move into the future, to expand in terms of our mind, expand your horizons with your thoughts, think forward, don't get stuck in the past, and think about how the people in the world, humanity, is so important right now. These are the two energies that will be sort of aspecting each other right now and bringing in that lovely, beautiful, harmonious and expansive energy. But Venus is also on Saturday entering the wholeness phase. And Venus has 13 phases. That's pretty much everything I wanted to share with you about the astrology. It's kind of a quick thing, but the wholeness phase of Venus, the significance of Venus is that she has 13 phases, just like the moon. This is something that we've been talking about in the Moon Goddess training. And I have a whole module, The Magic of Venus, module 5 of my Aquarian astrology course. And it is just the most powerful course, webinar, whatever you want to call it, that I think I did of all of the modules, because it goes into so much detail and so much, magic of the energy of this planet, Venus, that goes through these powerful phases, and not just phases, but she also is either a evening star or a morning star. Like, we either see her in the sky as the sun sets, or we see her in the sky as the sun rises. She also makes these powerful conjunctions. Hey, Rebecca. I do not like this bun. She makes these powerful conjunctions. Excuse me while I fix myself. To the sun, and they're called Cassini points. And there's one coming up. It's coming up soon in January. She is going to be conjuncting the sun in Capricorn. Okay, whatever. We're just going to go with it. So this is called the inferior conjunction. So she's going to be retrograde when she makes this conjunction. She's going to be really close to Earth. This is the Earth Pandemos, the Earth goddess. And this is about, humanity, the planet Earth. The focus is here. The reflection is here. But as she moves into that retrograde, she enters this phase called the wholeness phase. And it is a time where she is an evening star. She's moving direct. She's not retrograde yet, but she is becoming the brightest. She will be for this moment where she is an evening star, which is basically a 9-month cycle. She reaches her maximum duration and height and separation from the sun. Her velocity decreases to a standstill to the naked eye as she begins her final approach to Earth by the end of this phase. It's a phase that lasts 50 days, and we're being asked to actualize our individual potential in complete service to the betterment of the world. It's so beautiful when you look up at the sky and see Venus right now. I mean, she is really bright. Have you guys been checking her out? When the sun sets, I usually take my dog on a walk, and Venus is she is no joke. She's saying, hello, I'm here. I'm getting ready for my next powerful conjunction with the sun, the Cassini point, where like the light of the sun completely engulfs Venus, merges with the light of Venus, love and beauty. And it's just this powerful activation of those energies within our relationships. So this is an energy that is intensifying as we move into the next year, 2022. And the fact that I've been talking about this in all of my videos, by the way, if you have not checked out your Zodiac monthly video, make sure that you do. But I've been talking about how this is an energy that's building up. Plus, this Scorpio season, there is eclipses coming up. So we're going to see the first eclipse, which is a full moon partial lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus at 27 degrees on Algol, the fixed star Algol, which is Medusa, and also the beginning of the Pleiades. So it will be a Pleiadian portal to activate humanity to Algol, like shine a light on our shadows and then merge with the heart center, forgive, right? That song, I Forgive, merge with the heart center, let go, release, give in, surrender to the flow, and step into the light from the shadows. Turn your shadows into light. This is Scorpio season. So it's the season to let go, release, let those towers fall. Look into, the things that are buried, hidden deep within your DNA, your karmic cycles that you can change and transform, you can release, you can completely let go of. But it takes your full awareness, body, mind, and spirit, to really get yourself to that space. And it's so powerful that this wholeness phase of Venus, where she's going to be the brightest in the sky, and the full moon, that powerful full moon eclipse, and, eclipse season, which begins a whole new 6-month cycle, and Scorpio season all together. All these things are like piling up on top of each other. And you're going to see this holiday season is going to be lit, powerful. It's super worth it. Any of my Aquarian astrology modules, if you want to learn astrology, are super worth it. So that is what's happening this week. Well, Venus is entering that wholeness phase and becoming really bright. So I highly recommend that you guys look out for her in the evening sky. And you'll notice that after this 50-day cycle, you won't be able to see her anymore, because she's going to be going into the underworld. We call it, when she disappears from the sky. She goes into the underworld and goes through her journey of release and transformation. And that will be while she's retrograde, well, in Capricorn, but also during her retrograde in Capricorn. These retrogrades can only, the retrogrades will ask you to feel that intensity of release, but also reflection, and will really invite you to look at everything in your life and let go of the things that no longer serve you. Rebecca, are you still in here? Okay, so let us go through each of the zodiac signs, and I will pull cards for each of them. So we're going to do this. Okay. Got no time for that. So let us begin. I actually got the astrological. I got it. I took care of it. That was just, I don't know what that was, but that didn't feel right. It's okay. No worries. No worries. I was just wondering. So basically I've got the astrology card. So we've been going in order for the last few weeks, but starting now we're going to go like not in order. So we don't know which signs are coming next. That's actually really exciting for me, because it makes this makes this more fun. So let me do this, and then we'll see which sign wants to go first. And what I'm going to tell you is where is Venus, what house you're going to feel that wholeness phase, like that energy of Venus is going to intensify in your life within this house. And then I'll also tell you where Jupiter is, and that will be the 2 houses where you will feel tomorrow that powerful activation. Hello, Shannon. Welcome in. That powerful activation of the sextile between Venus and Jupiter. All right, here we go. We are going to begin with Cancer. All right, love this. Let me put up the Cancer right in front. Okay, so Cancer, you are having a transit with your 6th house. The Venus is in your 6th house, and Jupiter is in your 8th house. So the 6th house and Venus entering her wholeness phase in the 6th house. The 6th house is about being in the moment, focusing on your schedule, focusing on your daily routine, your health. These are things that have to do with your daily life. So that's actually really important to think about. This is where Venus is asking you to embody that energy, to give yourself love and to give yourself compassion. Jupiter is in your 8th house, which is the house of change and transformation. So the changes, these two planets there are changes going on, but for a moment, I think you're going to feel the power of the abundance, the beauty, the activation of these two planets working together. So whatever is going on in your life, Venus is going to make this 6th house energy your daily routine, your life, and really holding yourself in the present more intense. And then Jupiter is going to magnify that energy and say, all right, let's just let go and release and let these moments, these changes really take us into a new world, take us into a new space. So it's like, are you ready to see what unfolds from all of this? And that's how powerful the 8th house transits are. But really, the light that's shining from Venus, the light of Venus is shining in your 6th house. So focus on routine, focus on being in the moment, being present with everything that is going on. The card that you get is Earth Pulsing. Pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Oh, beautiful. That really makes sense. And it really aligns with what we just talked about. You have to give yourself time to ground. That will help you get into the space of figuring out what you want to focus on in your daily life for the next 50 days, starting on Saturday, because that's what Venus is really asking you to do, is to focus on your routine for the next 50 days. All right, Virgo is next. So let's put up Virgo on the screen. So Virgo is going through a 4th house transit with Venus. So she's going to shine that light of home and family for the next 50 days. But she's going to begin the activation there, but it will move into the house that's Capricorn as well. But we'll talk about Capricorn energy when Venus actually moves into Capricorn, which will be next week. But for now, this is where it begins. This is where this beautiful journey begins. And then Jupiter is in your 6th house. So the routines at home are going to be so important for you to find harmony and peace in the realm of home and family. So if you take care of yourself, if you take care of your health, if you take care of your routines, what you'll notice is that the energy of your daily life, when it's merged with family and friends, is going to feel really amazing. So the card that you get is Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, Look a Little Deeper. Oh, I love this. I love this card. So the image here is the pyramids, and this reminds me of obviously ancient Egypt. But what this card is saying is that there's something hidden deep within, a wisdom that you can uncover if you stay present. The 6th house is about being present, and the 4th house is about noticing and being in the space that feels like home to you. And when you bring that focus into that space, these hidden wisdoms, these hidden truths will begin to uncover themselves. So it's time to look a little deeper, because there are clues for you coming. All right. The next card is Capricorn. So we are going to dive into Capricorn. Let's find it here. All right. So Capricorn, for you, Venus is transiting your 12th house. We've been talking about these houses a little bit because when Venus moved into Sagittarius, she actually activated a very powerful energy for us. She was asking us to expand. In the 12th house, you're expanding your horizons in terms of seeing the unseen, hearing the unheard, seeing hidden things that come up to the surface. And what she does here is she brings in those celestial codes. She brings in that power. She brings in that beauty. She brings in the connection to your your intuitive abilities, or your abilities to really see through intuition into these beautiful realms. And this is the realm of the subconscious mind. So she's bringing in power. She's bringing in an activation for you. This is also the house of spirituality. So wanting you to step into your spirituality and define what that is for yourself. Expand what you feel and experience as this spiritual awakening in your life. And Jupiter being in the second house, there's an opportunity there to actually manifest those dreams into reality, to let your inner light, your inner wisdom shine through by focusing on the things that you really want, and then giving yourself an opportunity to really bring them into this material world, to activate them, to see them, to feel them, to touch them. Because intuitively, the sixth sense is about going beyond what you can see, feel, touch, sense, and taste. But when you bring those dreams into reality, and it is possible, I mean, that's what we call it, manifesting, that is when you bring in the power of your power to create and to be in that sacred space. And that is beautiful. So think about your dreams will become brighter and more powerful as Venus transits through this wholeness phase. You may also experience that you want to communicate those messages. You want to bring that, out. You want to activate that. And that's actually something that is really, really powerful for those of you that are wanting to explore that realm a little bit more, who have, strong Capricorn energy in their chart. So thank you, Rebecca. Let's see what messages we have for Capricorn. Which card wants to say something to you today? Oh, interesting. Okay, you're not for everyone. This is Saturn energy. Embrace your weirdness, though, and face your true north. So this is about accepting your uniqueness, allowing yourself to step into your own light, allowing yourself to manifest the things that you want in your own way, and not feeling like you have to fit a certain energy, a certain type. This is freedom for you, Capricorn. I feel freedom for you in this card. And to allow yourself that freedom, to give yourself that freedom. It's funny that it's Saturn energy, because that's the first thing I said, because Saturn rules the sign of Capricorn. But within that energy, there is also freedom that you can activate. And I think you're going to feel like, I feel you becoming really, really expansive when you allow yourself to really let go and open up to whatever the universe wants to show you. This beautiful season, and with this beautiful transit of Venus in her wholeness phase. The next sign is Aries. And Aries is having a powerful transit of Venus in the 9th, which is in Sag, expanding your horizons in the realm of knowledge. So seeking more knowledge, seeking more answers, going and beyond the horizons of your old belief systems and stepping into your new belief systems. And Jupiter in the 11th, which is the space of humanity and the people and how you interact, with others, and how you experience friendship in your life. These two benefics will magnify this energy. I think this is a powerful time of exploration for you, and it will become even more clear as she enters officially into the wholeness phase. So this Saturday, you guys, for everyone, look for the energetic shift that you feel, or the intensifying energy. Where are you feeling that? For you in your 9th house, it's saying like, you need to take this further. You need to go explore. It's the house of exploration. Go find your path. Go find your way. And it's okay to let go of old belief systems, because Sagittarius always looks for new and exciting things. And that's what Venus is asking you to do right now, and has been asking you for a while. But with this wholeness phase, this energy gets, brighter and intensifies for all of us. So what is the message that wants to come through for you, Aries? The Great Severing. Oh, so Capricorn just got Saturn energy card, and now Aries gets Mars energy. The Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, but softening to love. That's powerful. So this is a message your spirit guides, angels, and teachers want to tell you. This is a time for you during this wholeness phase to, face what comes through, the anger, the conflict, the emotions, the intense emotions that Aries and Mars energy can bring up, but also give yourself the opportunity to soften into love, which is Venus. Soften into love, Aries. I absolutely love that. The next card we get is Scorpio. When we are in Scorpio season, so happy birthday, Scorpio. Venus is in your second house. That's a positive energy, a positive transit, because she rules the second house. So what she finds in this space is the ability to bring abundance into your life and in any way, and find new ways of bringing abundance into your life with that Sagittarian energy. Jupiter being in your fourth house means that that abundance that you experience will show up in your life, at home, with your family, with where you feel at home, not necessarily exactly your home, but wherever you feel home. Like home is where the heart is. And that can be many things can feel like home. Like being, spending time with my pet feels like home to me, right? Like spending time with my husband feels like home to me, but it's not necessarily attached. Hey, Nelvin, it's not necessarily attached to a location or like a house, a specific place like that, but it can be, because maybe in certain places you feel like home. And that is what you should think about, is how that's going to show up in your life based off of what you're manifesting and allowing yourself to expand within. The card that you get, Scorpio, is you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. You're not alone. Everyone's going through this. Everyone is expanding. Everyone is shifting. And everyone is being asked to transform and transmute. You know this more, maybe more than other signs, because you're naturally already in that space. But sometimes you do need to remember, because the Scorpion likes to seclude itself, likes to hide. And sometimes you need support. So you need to allow yourself to go out there and learn to collaborate, let community in, work together with others, and always remember that you're not alone in this process that we're going through. But it can feel that way, like quite often. So it's important to sometimes get that beautiful reminder. All right, next is Sagittarius. So let's look at Sagittarius. Well, Sagittarius, you're having a first house transit with Venus. What's beautiful about that is as she moves into the wholeness phase and becomes the brightest she is while doing this evening star thing, you are going to feel like this intense internal voice that comes through and brings up like phrases or mantras, affirmations that say things like, I am worthy, I am powerful, I am worthy of love, I am, anything, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful. And you're really internalizing that. It's making this Sagittarius transit through Venus really activate your sense of self and your understanding of a new understanding of who you are, and really calling in your sovereignty, calling in your power, and giving yourself an opportunity to just free yourself of any old sort of, I would say, negative thought patterns where you're hurting yourself. So low self-esteem things, transform and transmute into I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful, and you really believe it. You really start to believe it. That's going to be beautiful energy. And with Jupiter in your third house, you may want to give yourself time to write down what's changing, to write down the new belief systems about yourself and your identity and your sense of self, to write down the new energies that feel like they have arrived for you during this transit. Beautiful, Rebecca. I love that. She says, I've been listening to those same affirmations while asleep at night. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's awesome. I've been feeling this all day. Oh, beautiful, Karma Lola. Thank you for sharing that. So let's see what your card is. Surrender to the sweetness. Yes. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. How beautiful is that, Sag? Surrender to the sweetness, surrender to the love, surrender to that beautiful energy, surrender and really truly feel that you are these things, that you are beautiful, bountiful, and blissful. All right, the next card we get is Gemini. So let's take a look at what Gemini is going through. Gemini has a 7th house Venus right now. So this is a big deal. This is all about focusing on actual relationships, focusing on intimacy in your relationships. Venus is bringing that beauty. So think of it as things intensifying in the realm of relationships within that house, right? So if Gemini, you're in the 7th house with Venus, there's 2 trajectories that can happen here. You're either going in the trajectory of like full on like activation, romance, love, compassion, sharing that intimacy with someone and that becoming more and more amazing every day. Or if you're not in the right relationship, what's going to shine a light on is all the things that are not working. Or you're going to think, well, I want this, but I don't have it. Like, I wish this relationship was that. And those kind of feelings and emotions will intensify, and it will have to do with the romantic partnerships in your life. So it's important to ask yourself, what trajectory am I on? Don't resist the changes and the shifts that Scorpio season asks of you to let go of what doesn't work and put into place what does work. And with Jupiter in your 9th, you have an opportunity to expand your mind, expand your horizons, and bring more of that beauty into your life, more of that, more knowledge and more understanding, like seeing things from a higher perspective. That will help you. The sextile to Jupiter will help you see that bigger picture. And then as the energy intensifies in your relationships, you'll know how to navigate that energy. Wait is the card you get. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. So this is a little bit like the Hanged Man card. So the power of the energy here is patience, is to give yourself, like, relax into what's here in the moment. To wait means to be present. So the universe is asking you, really be present for this and don't try to push things. Let them unravel and come alive in their own time, and you'll be amazed at how powerful the energy truly is. The next card we get is Leo. So Leo has Venus transiting through their 5th house, and that is beautiful because Venus is activating your passion, your creativity, your sexuality, romance, all of those things. Excitement, joy, and fun are what she's going to intensify in your life as she enters this wholeness phase. And then in the 7th house with Jupiter, this could be something that really turns on if you're in a relationship with a partnership, but intimacy. But think about it, it doesn't have to be with someone else, because I know, not everyone is in relationship. Some people are single, and there's so many, variations to this experience of relationship. But think of it also as your relationship with your own creativity, your relationship with your passion. Are you letting that passion out? Because this is going to be a really important time for you to absolutely let your passion out. I think I was talking about that in your reading today that we did earlier. like turn your shadows into light. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. Yes, star bathing. And how beautiful is this? That stars emanate light. You are ruled by the sun, which is the star in our solar system. And to bathe in the stars is to bathe in your light, to bathe in the essence of your soul, to let all of those beautiful energies come through you. Be here in the moment. And by doing that, but bathing in the light of your own soul, you will activate that energy of the fifth house, which will it's the fire. It'll turn the fire. Because remember, stars are fire. Straight up. They're actual balls of fire. So that's what it is. It's like your fire will light when you truly let that powerful light of yours shine through. Today, Leo has been getting really powerful messages. I'm actually feeling really powerful about this. And also I have a Leo moon, so that's where I'm feeling that energy too. The next card we get is Taurus, and Taurus has Venus in the 8th. So you're the one going through deep, powerful changes, relationships that no longer serve you. You're having to let go of patterns within relationships that no longer serve you. You're having to let go of. That's what's going to intensify. So for Taurus, this may be kind of an intense transit with the wholeness phase, just because this bright light of Venus is going to say, all right, where are you at in the process of letting go and releasing? And then Jupiter in the 10th house will bring your attention to your life path, as well as how you're showing up for the world. And that is important. Yes, and they rule the 5th house. And that is for Leo. And that is important for you to remember that the changes that are going on are because you have an opportunity right now to focus on your life path and to ground yourself into that new routine, that new energy that the universe is wanting you to step into. Jump in is the card you get. Andromedan energy. So liberation, that's what Andromeda is all about. Liberating your soul from the material bonds, which is very important for Taurus to remember because you're so connected to the physical. Liberate yourself means for material bonds is let go of the attachments to the material world, but still enjoy the material world, but let go, don't feel like you need it to survive. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So jump into the 8th house transit, jump into the shift, jump into the transmutation, jump into the things that are ending so that something new can take its place. Next, we have Pisces. Pisces, Venus is in the 10th house. So she's transiting the house of career and life path, shining a really bright light on this area. Like, okay, where are you at in this process of expanding your horizons in terms of your life path and your destiny? And Jupiter in the 12th will activate your dreams. So bringing you new ideas, insight that comes in the form of intuitive messages that help you to understand what is going on in this 10th house for you. Called is the card you get. Soul, gifts, and training. It's time to step up. Yup. The 10th house is all about stepping up into your, basically your responsibility. It is your responsibility to shine your own light. It is your responsibility to walk on your destiny path. Only you can make that choice. No one else can make it for you. No one can force you, but you are being called. And the universe is saying when there are these 10th house transits, you're called to step up, to show up for the world. And that's actually really beautiful because that theme is becoming stronger and intensifying as Venus transits through this phase. We have Libra next. So Libra, you are also ruled by Venus, just like Taurus. So this is intense energy. Venus is transiting the 3rd house, and I like to say that house is actually also known for communication. and clarity of mind and focusing on your physical environment, your immediate environment, but it's also the house of the priestess, the high priestess and goddess Isis. So these are energies that are coming through for you, but this is also where Venus is going to shine a light really bright. Are you speaking your truth? Are you speaking from an open throat chakra, an open even solar plexus, an open center, so that your truth comes through the light of Venus? Your essence, especially if you're a Venus or Libra rising, I was going to say Venus rising. If you're a Libra rising, you are ruled by Venus, which means that whatever Venus is doing, it's a really important message. So are you speaking your truth is what's coming through. And Jupiter in the 5th is going to say, okay, if you're not speaking your truth, what you need to do is focus on letting it flow, on not getting stuck, on movement, energy, dance. I see expression. Expression is really powerful. You get the breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. The breath of the cosmos. I think this is beautiful. This is about surrendering to that cosmic energy. But breath itself is important. I'm taking an Akashic Records certification training, and we went into the Akashic Records last night and looked through all of the chakras to see what they wanted to tell us, what the Akashic Records wanted to tell us about the chakras and how we work with the chakras. And one of the things that came up, this is so beautiful, such beautiful affirmation for me, but also for you and for this reading, is the throat chakra. The way to work with the throat chakra, what came to me was breath work. And so we're talking here about the 3rd house, which is the throat and speaking your truth, communicating, and the 5th house of creative passion, expressing your passion and creativity and truth through the throat, breath work. So take the time, if you feel unbalanced in this area, to do some kind of breath work, like long, deep, slow breathing, or even breath of fire really opens up the lungs and opens up the throat chakra. It's a really powerful type of breath that you can find the information too, like online, breath of fire and videos on how to do it. But it's really, really powerful to open up that throat chakra. So do breath work if you feel any kind of unbalance this week. Beautiful message. I absolutely love that. And then last but not least, we have Aquarius. Aquarius has Venus transiting through the 11th house, which is your natural ruling house. So that's a powerful energy there in itself. She's bringing that abundance, that harmony, that love, and that beauty into this realm. So you've been noticing, maybe you've been meeting a lot of new people and you've been making new friends, Aquarius. That's like 100% what has been going on for you. And with Jupiter in the 1st house, this is about like connecting it to yourself, your sense of self, you expanding into a new aspect of you that people see. And that's why you're attracting new people, because you are changing and transforming and becoming a new person, moving into the future of what your destiny is. And when you transform yourself, you attract new people into your life. And that is the area of your life that is going to start shining really bright as Venus enters this phase of wholeness. And the card that you get is Cracked Open. I absolutely love that. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So you are essentially being fully cracked open, activated, and it's an opportunity for you to surrender to think of what's inside the egg, right? It cracks and then out comes life. Like it cracks and then out comes like a birth, a rebirth. And that's what's going on. You're being cracked open during this, this whole phase, this whole energy right now. This is what you're experiencing. And so letting go of whatever, the shell, like really let go of the shell, like drop the weight, and don't carry anything anymore, because whatever was you is not you anymore. And that's the beauty of it, is that you can fully let go of these energies. You used to be a certain way, but you can change and transform and choose to be in that new frequency and that higher frequency. And so it is about surrendering to the alchemy of life, this beautiful period. So, wow, those were really powerful messages, you guys. I want to thank you all so much for being here in the chat and also for watching the replay. Make sure to check out all the links below, especially if you want to sign up for a holiday reading, a special holiday reading, for all of the information of the special holiday specials that are coming up. Make sure you get on the email list. You can download the free moon astrology guide to do that, and stay in touch. And I would absolutely love to work with you. And know that if you feel called for anything that I offer, this is something really important for everyone to know. It's some reason it's coming through. When you feel the call, it's because you're ready. So listen to that and remember that now is the time. Don't wait till later, because if you're feeling the call now is the time. And everything that you need to make that happen will arrive. You have to trust that all of that will arrive into your life. So thank you so much, you guys. I'm going to be back tomorrow to continue the zodiac signs, the monthly. So we've got Pisces, Virgo, and then Aries and Libra left to do. So throughout the day, I'll be doing some of those tomorrow, and maybe they'll go into Friday, but then I'll be back on Friday to do mini readings. And yeah, can't wait. I hope you guys have a beautiful week, and I'll see you again next week for the magic of Venus.